Deaf education is not a simple topic. The next speaker will share a journey in deaf education. The topic of education is complex because within schools of the deaf, teachers have different opinions. I know of many deaf teachers who have strong views on deaf education. These teachers believe they know everything the deaf need. These are the arguments I've seen taking place. What have been the most significant milestones reached in deaf education in the past 10 years? I think it's important for sign language to be included in the curriculum. Having sign language as a subject means the deaf have 2 languages. It will make a huge impact on resources. Teachers will start signing. In the past 10 years, the Department of Education never supported schools of the deaf. Currently, we get a lot of support from the Department of Education. I'm speaking for my school and Gauteng, but I'm not sure about the other provinces. They want to learn and be involved. Anything that I ask gets delivered immediately. I think those are the 2 main points that make a big impact. What are the changes that must happen in the next 10 years? I think sign language should be made an official language in South Africa. This would change many deaf people's lives, especially in rural areas where there is no access to information. Teacher training is important, especially in universities. If any teachers want to teach in a school of the deaf, they need to specialize in deaf education from the first year. That means the teacher really wants to be there, not because it's hard to find a job after studying. Okay, I'll go into deaf education. It should be chosen from the heart instead. Another important point is newborn babies should have their hearing tested. In other countries, up to 6 weeks after babies are born, automatically all babies go for a hearing test. There are no laws in South Africa regarding this, so the child gets treated later in life, causing identity and educational problems. We want a law to do hearing tests and identify any problems early. Then all educational problems will be dissolved if identified early. Then we wouldn't need to solve problems later on in childhood. I think those are the main points. I've been to many conferences over the past 20 years, many workshops. I've always seen the teachers there, but never the principals. Why? Principals have the most power. They can organize finances and change programs, amongst other things. If principals aren't involved in changing the programs, then teachers are powerless.
Deaf education in my country is average. There are many challenges. The problem we face is teachers use total communication and they are not able to sign. That's why learners have difficulty understanding. The learners lose focus in class every time the teachers get interrupted.
In Tanzania, deaf education is not developed. Hard of hearing people excel due to oralism, but the profoundly deaf have no education. The deaf rely on the hard of hearing to comprehend schoolwork because the teachers don't sign and they don't understand deaf culture. It doesn't matter if a teacher can sign fluently but have no subject knowledge. They are inadequate. Subject knowledge is important. I've seen teachers with excellent subject knowledge with little signing skills, but their results were better. In a perfect world, how would you like to see the stance of deaf education? Deaf people should be equal members of society and have access to education through different ways like reading, oralism, and sign language. If deaf people are exposed to these, they can choose and also have access to social technology. Early identification is crucial and sign language should be official. All the important things I mentioned before answer this question. Access to deaf education resources is essential. In a perfect world, all these needs would be met.
85% of deaf people, and if you can think about the international population.
The next session focuses on adult education, and the first speaker is from the National Institute of the Deaf.
The system, the school system, I heard a lot of acquisitions this morning. We said the school system failed us, the government failed us, the government don't pay us money. But like Ingrid said, what are we doing about it? We all talk. For 42 years, I've attended many conferences all over the world. And people talk. We must do this. We fight for this. You know what happened? Nothing.
Share some of the outcomes of the training offered by NID.
We are very proud that 97% of deaf people that were trained by NID were successfully placed in jobs. So they can have a house and they can eat. 97. It's the best results of all colleges in the whole of Africa. South Africa, of 52 hearing colleges, NID College were the best.
What inroads has NID made in Africa regarding further education and training?
NID enrolled on engaging with a lot of job opportunities to create that in Africa. At the moment, we've got 25% of Africa's students study at our main campus.
How many African countries have been reached to date?
To date, I think it's about 11 African countries. I've seen today about 5 pastors and ministers trained by NID and about 11 students that train in different occupations. And we are very proud at our success and our outcomes that there are at the moment 6 very high level training as in master's degrees and BA degrees in IT and doctorate. So, and that is sponsored by NID in conjunction with Belgium Campus College. So we are very proud of the successes also did to Africa and to the rest of South Africa.
There were 13 schools for the deaf who enrolled students to write the grade 12 exams. In the whole of South Africa, a total of 84 students wrote the exams nationally and only 42 passes the exams. This is a staggering 20% below the national pass rate. Why? There must be something wrong in the education system.
What's in the pipeline?
The NID is going to enroll with Microsoft and WimGuru, and that is cloud instructors, to put up an ICT platform to reach out to different training units throughout South Africa and Africa. What does that mean? It would be cost effective for the deaf learner or hearing learner that want to enroll with our programs and to be successfully qualified, and we will support him in the job placement in the future to come.